Hey, what's going on? Mike Ippoliti here from JobProgress, and we're going to be doing an introduction on the beginning stages and best practice of JobProgress, how to use what tools and when to use them. So let's go ahead and start by entering in a prospect lead or a customer. Here we are. Ridgeline Construction has been gracious enough to let me use their account for these test purposes and training videos. So big shout out and thank you to Ridgeline. Let's go ahead and jump right in. To start, here we are on our work center, our main dashboard, whatever you choose to call it, right? We like to call it our work center. And this is where you have all of your different stages that were custom entered and molded to your company and your process during your onboarding. So as we already know, from here, you can click into any of these stages. It's going to open up into a listing of all the jobs in that stage. And then, of course, you could use your filters on your left-hand side to go ahead and narrow down exactly what it is that you're looking for. At the click of a button, you can go ahead and hit your logo up in the top left corner, of course, custom branded to you, and it'll always bring you back to your work center. From here, you have any unread messages, emails, tasks, or appointments that are coming up, your activity feed that shows all the activity within the account going on, and if you're a standard user, you're only going to see your activity through here. Of course, you have your daily plan with any appointments, tasks, or schedules that you have that are due today, giving you all the information when you need to see it, as you need to see it. So from here, to add in a new prospect or a customer, we're going to hover over the Add button in the top left corner and select Add Prospect Customer. You have two record types in JobProgress. You have your customer record and you have your job record. In JobProgress, you have the ability to add as many jobs as you need to underneath that single customer record. So let's start off by just clicking our Add Job button. I always like to have that selected before we start filling out that information, so that this way we don't forget. And I'm just going to go put my own info in. So Mike Ippoliti, company name, JobProgress, phone number, email. I always like to throw that in there as well. There's a lot of communication in JobProgress that can be performed via email. So let's go ahead and enter that in. Management company and property name. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's what I always like to say. So if we're not going to be using those for this particular job, we're going to skip right over them. Let's jump into our address here. You'll see that it's going to start auto-populating with our options that we have. This is because of our direct integration that we have with Google. So if I choose my 121 East Main Street in Pensacola, for example, it's going to populate with that city, state, zip because of our integration. It knows exactly the address that you're looking for. Click on that map button, and now you can go ahead and see either a map view or satellite view of that your listing that you're going to be showing up at. So this way we can get a quick idea of our roof system, our exterior work, whatever it is, where we may be going, we can see that directly from here. If you have a separate billing address, as always, feel free to go ahead and enter that in. This is definitely our CRM portion of JobProgress here, allowing you to identify and narrow down the information that you need. Always go ahead and choose yourself as your sales rep. You can enter in your custom referral sources and later on track them in your referral source report. So this way you can see exactly where you're making money, losing money, and what you need to change in there. Canvasser, call center rep, and customer note, pretty self-explanatory. Your canvasser is going to be whoever you have out there door knocking. Your call center rep, if you have somebody taking in these calls, these leads, and they're entering in the information, we have an area for them to put their name. And then, of course, your customer note, which is actually searchable inside of the customer manager. So you could do a keyword query search based on something you write in here. Let's say, for example, you got a lead from an insurance company. Let's say that this was, John Jones from State Farm. Enter that in there and then filter for that information and search for it later on in the process to find out exactly how many leads, how many sources, how many referrals came in from John Jones. On our right-hand side, you see that you could choose multiple job rep or estimators. In the event that you had somebody else that was on the job or you needed them, this is an area where you can go ahead and include them without being limited on the guys that you have on the job. Job number and lead number are custom entry fields. Divisions, if you had multiple locations that you were working out of. For example, Ridgeline has a Huntsville, Mobile, and Pensacola location, as well as a Panama City that was coming up during the storms. So they can go ahead and choose exactly which one they're doing the work for. Let's jump on down to our category now. And one of my favorite things about category is that when you choose insurance claim, you can actually put your specific insurance information. So the company, claim number, policy, adjuster information, as well as the ACV deductible, net claim depreciation, RCV, and your total all have an area that are populatable and inputable inside of JobProgress. From here, we can go ahead and enter in our description. Roof is 32 years old, possible claim, and now we're good to go. Go ahead and uncheck our job address if we have a separate address, as well as our contact person if we had another individual that we were communicating with. Once we're finished filling out our intake information, we can go ahead and hit our save button either in the top right or on the bottom right. And once we save this job, it's going to open up immediately into our job overview screen. Of course, you don't want to forget your trade like I just did. Otherwise, it's not going to let you save that. But we just saw in practice what happens if you were to forget one of those mandatory entered fields. It's going to go ahead and let you know. And right from here, Ridgeline likes to have a quick little task that they want to set for whoever was scheduled as the rep on the job. And this is just a little reminder that they like to have preset so that they know to check off later on the process if this job was won or lost. It's just one of their fail-safes in order to go ahead and make sure that they're maximizing their level of communication as well as their streamlined process. So hit that send button. That's going to go ahead and create that task for you. And then once we close, we open up into what we call the job overview screen. And this is basically your main command center for this job. So anything and everything that you would want to do can be performed and achieved directly from here. One of my other contractors gave me this great little saying. He said, when in doubt, plus it out. So if you ever can't figure out how to do something, or you're trying to figure out an estimate or order materials or create an invoice, whatever that may be, you can come to your trusty little add button or your plus sign, click it, and now anything that you would want to look for is going to populate for you. So when in doubt, plus it out. Keep that in mind. This has been a demonstration on how to quickly do an intake for a new customer or prospect in JobProgress. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out directly, 844-562-7764, extension number 2. Or, of course, shoot us an email, support@jobprogress.com, and we'll definitely help you out. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.